Chris, you were actually thinking of gambling on tonight's Edmonton Oilers Avalanche game?
So
Is that really?
It seems unlikely that the Avs just sweep through this whole playoffs, right? So I'm thinking the Oilers get one tonight, and if they get one tonight, Connor McDavid has to score.
Yes.
So I'm thinking about a little parlay action right there.
Ooh.
Oilers to win with a McDavid goal.
I think that's actually a good bet. I'd bet that because I think that Connor McDavid is what is to hockey now what Wayne Gretzky was to hockey back then. If you're a hockey fan, and no, it's unbelievable what he can do. And I'd never really seen it because he plays for Edmonton, and you don't get like a lot of Edmonton hockey games here.
Right.
And so this playoffs, for the first time really watching him a lot, has been like seeing the best players in the world. They're all the best players in the world. They're all stars. Now we're down to like the best players in the NHL, the best teams. He can make the entire ice have no idea what they're going to do next. Like no clue. He can shift directions at the same speed that he's going forward laterally. He can do things that nobody else can do and turns everybody else into like bantam hockey players. And I would bet that this dude does not want to go down tonight like this. He's a savant. He's a savant person. Like he's gonna do everything he can to make this.
The Avs have spanked him though.
Well, the only other player who's as incredible to me is Nathan McKinnon. Yeah, Nathan McKinnon is the player who, if you have a kid and they play hockey, or I had a kid or was a coach, watch Nathan McKinnon and do what he does. Like, play hockey like Nathan McKinnon. You can't look at Connor McDavid and say, play hockey like Connor McDavid. It's too alien. It's like that. He's an alien from outer space. But Nathan McKinnon, he can do things like that picture right there. Like the way that his forward momentum, the way he's square to the ice when his vision is unbelievable. His grit, everything about Nathan McKinnon. Play like Nathan McKinnon. Do everything you can to play like Nathan McKinnon. You know, he's my favorite hockey player. So, you know, it's so much fun to watch this series because this one in particular, Rangers and Tampa's fun too. Tampa's the best coach team in the NHL. But John Cooper, you know, is the difference between a great coach and a good coach. He can truly, they have a plan and they go execute the plan. And they don't know what the plan is. It's not just like, go get them, boys.
So who hoists the cup?
Colorado. They're unbelievable. Like, they're stacked. And McKinnon is as driven as Connor McDavid to win it. He's been in the season, you know, he had that last year. It was like, I've been in this league for 6 or 9 seasons or whatever, and I've got nothing to show for it.
So when I'm just trying to do the age thing here. So when you were in Denver or you were spending time between Colorado and
I never played really hockey in Denver.
No, I'm just saying though, but if you were an Avs fan, that's the Patrick Waugh years.
Never an Avs fan.
Never.
Kings fan. Because Kings had hockey. Like Kings, I played for the Junior Kings. Okay. It was like everything. Right. Like Kings was literally right there. Like right, and you could throw a baseball and hit where I practiced like for most of my life.
Okay. So did you know Gretzky? Did that happen?
Yeah, I met him when we were younger. I also, like, you used to go on the ice in the middle of the, the arena.
I'm sure you had some Hollywood privileges back in the day, right?
No, it was more the Junior Kings aspect. You'd go on the ice to like play in between the periods, and then like Rudy would be there. You got to see the games, like all that kind of stuff. It was really fun. The Kings used to practice at where I started playing, which was Culver City. The rink's no longer, but like they had the worst facilities in professional sports. It was like it was the worst. You could stand on the boards and just stand there like this where the Zamboni door was.
Yeah.
And you just glide down to the center dot. Like you wouldn't have to. It was all sloped and angled. Like it was the worst facility. So we got to meet some of the players that way, and it was really fun. And Gretzky. Interesting thing. People always think Gretzky came and hockey exploded. Gretzky came, hockey explodes. People realize how expensive hockey is in Southern California. Land is super expensive. You have to travel everywhere to play hockey. Cooling an ice rink is very expensive, so hockey is expensive here. Everybody realized how great street hockey and roller hockey was, and that went, and ice hockey didn't move very much. It didn't actually like explode that way until later on, when some of the Kings players, and we had some great coaching, a lot of the Russian people who had family here.
Yeah.
When the wall fell, all those Russian coaches and people from the Eastern Bloc, they came over, defected, and they became coaches for these kids in California. And now California is, I wouldn't call it a hockey hotbed.
Yes.
But there's a lot of players who are from California that play in the NHL, a good amount, or they go play college hockey or professional hockey because we had amazing coaching during that time, like around 2000, 98, 99, 2000.
Well, it was the combination of Gretzky and Emilio Estevez, I think,
of course.
together.
I can't believe I forgot that.
Combined for the entirety of Southern California hockey boom.
Yes, I can't believe I forgot Emilio.
Just want to throw it out there. It's just that's my hockey contribution, Wyatt. That's my contribution. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.